Hey guys.
Hello.
Nick,
How's
what
it
time
going?
is it for you?
9.
Quarter past 10.
Degenerate.
Yeah. Who do I think I am? It being 10 o'clock.
Okay, well,
You do
hey, how's it going?
British time. It's the standard.
You're not as aggressive at him on voice, are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you hear
He's a
the
softie, really.
when you hear that Brit Bonger voice, you just feel bad for him. It's kind of
100%.
hard.
None of your viewer will vote because they obviously only
That's
like
funny.
degenerate coomers. Steven. Also
yeah, so
1
anyone got
year.
any ideas? I've got kind of some ideas of, like, I mean, not so much backstory as, like, just kind of who the character is and a bit of a personality arc that I want to take it on.
Yeah, hit us up. What do you got?
Okay. Alright, so my guy's the youngest, right? And I'm
True.
thinking that our family is kind of, we're rich, but we're also irrelevant. So there's probably not that much that's been going on in their lives up till this point. So I'm thinking that my character,
100%.
7 willpower,
Cool.
was maybe just like a bit of a, like I think the American term for it would be like a fuckboy. Like, no, that's wrong. But just like going around partying, like drinking too much, like not really doing like much with his life. Like now that he's kind of finished school and training and whatever. And then this whole thing gets like thrusted upon us.
Wait,
So
we're a
now
bit
all of
like
sudden-
advanced in age too, right? So if you've been partying, you've been doing it for, because aren't you in your like mid-late 20s or something as your character?
Yeah, like 26, 27, I think. Yeah, so he's just been like for the last sort of 5 years, just been out drinking and
He's been
like,
on a
dude.
bender for a while.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
So I'm thinking that he's like, you know, these people who are like alcoholics, but they're not like sit in the house all day and drink all the time. Alcoholics, they're just kind of like they just
Out
go
all
out
the
all the
time,
time. They've
yeah.
got loads of friends.
Socialites or
I've had
whatever.
some experience with those people, yeah. What about it?
Okay, so what happens is, right, we get put on this sort of like important quest, and all of a sudden we've got loads of responsibility. So I'm thinking like maybe a cool like arc would be that, you know, he's kind of immature at first. He's like drinking a lot, like, you know, always wants to maybe, oh, should we all have a whiskey to steady our nerves after the battle, or should we all go out to the tavern after we get back to the town and like drink a bit, and then it might lead to some like sort of cool situations where we're out on the road too long and we run out of drink, and then he's maybe does some, I don't know, like maybe goes away from the group to like rob some travelers to steal their whiskey, or
Christ.
I don't know, like do some sort of like fucked up shit because he's a secret alcoholic. And then as the campaign progresses, sort of comes to realize the importance of what we're doing, decides to like sober up, and then I can have like I won't just sort of like play it out super easily, like, okay, I'm not drinking now. I don't know if you guys ever watched a TV show called The Terror.
Mm-mm.
Is that a British TV
Yeah.
show?
I think it's American and British, but it's about these like 2 ships that found the Northwest Passage, like British ships in the 1800s, and one of the captains on the ship is an alcoholic, but they get stuck out there for ages, and he runs out of alcohol.
Sobers
And
out,
they-
yeah.
They don't like gloss over it, like he's like a horrible motherfucker for like a few episodes in it, because he's like going through withdrawal, and it's like really horrible, and it's like very humbling. But then comes out the other side like a better, more mature person. So I thought that might be quite an interesting arc. I don't know how
Okay.
it really fits into the backstory, but I thought it'd be quite cool.
What is the, Okay, yeah, I think that works.
And like
what-
anything else can sort of fit around that, you know, it's just more of like an idea for the character than anything else.
what about you, Moody Cakes?
I kind of wanted to roll, I kind of wanted to steal your hotness. And basically my idea was what I've already told you, is, maybe I got caught in fire, you being the older brother, you saved me. My character isn't, like, ugly by, you know, just, like, birth. But, he's, like, scarred. So, from, like, fire and shit. This would kind of tie into maybe why I went, like, Vengeance Paladin or something like that. And it could also tie into why we accept the quest. Scoria is like a fucking
Wait.
fire dragon. Yeah.
Your character is a paladin?
No, sorry, Claire.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
My character would hate Scoria because, like, you know, kind of like the Hound probably dislikes fire a little bit because he got fucking burned when he was a child. So
Yeah.
that was my idea. and then it would reduce conflict between you and I, because you saved me, so you're protective over it.
Gotcha. Yeah. How do we feel? What do you think our like parents are like? So our mom is just whatever, happy to be whatever.
Yeah, she was the queen, yeah?
Well, she was gonna be the queen, but then she abdicated because she's a slacker.
Yeah, but she gave up everything to marry our father.
Well, I don't think I would view it quite that way. It's more that she did give
wanted
up
to do
stuff,
it,
but
right?
she wanted to anyway. She didn't really want to be queen. She sucked at it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I guess my point is that he can't be a total piece of shit.
No, yeah, I don't think that. The dad and her must have genuinely loved each other. I
Yeah,
wonder if
yeah.
there would be like some level of resentment from the father. Like, I'm gonna assume that he didn't trick her and he actually married her because he loved her too. But I wonder if he was expecting to improve his position in society, being married to her, and he might be
Well, it
upset.
sounded like he did improve his position. Like,
Did he? Doesn't it
um,
seem like everybody still views the family as kind of a joke?
maybe, but they were incredibly in debt and stuff like that, and now
Yeah.
they're well off and fine. It's kind
One
of
thing that
bad.
I kind of wonder is like an overarching. Is it overarching or overarching? I think it's overarching, right?
It's a character
Both, I
arc,
think.
so probably both.
So like an overarching theme, I think, is whether or not we want to restore like our family's honor or name. Is that like a big drive for our characters? Because that would probably influence a lot of how we interact with other nobility.
100%. Yeah.
So I think
Sorry.
as the oldest child, though, that might be more of a drive for your character, right? Since you're like the sort of the soon-to-be patriarch of the family. You might see it as your responsibility to.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I never even
Conflict
considered that.
with it.
Actually, that's 100% true. If I could, yeah. None of us have. Also, it would be incredibly abnormal, I think. Not that we have to, because that might be like a good part of stories. If none of us have like any like family at all.
Wives or children.
Yeah, because that's some shit that you do when you're like fucking 18, 19 or something, right? Back in these days, is you'd start that shit pretty early. So
I think you would probably be the one who would have that. I'm in the church. I don't know in Koibu's world if, they're not supposed to bear kids. That's
ask
a
him
good
if
ask.
clerics can have children. Are we playing by Catholic rules or Lutheran rules?
I've never seen a cleric with a child. No, wait, Van Helsing has a child.
Yeah, but he's a cleric at
Hardcore
Chiefs,
Heroes.
so he's meant to fuck around, you know?
He's built to fuck.
100%.
But yeah, I don't think like. I think it's more interesting if each of us has our own motivations for why we're on the quest.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's good to have like a kind of unifying motivation that keeps us together.
Yeah.
So like one thing that was really awkward in the past, and obviously everything I say, nothing is like a hard rule. One thing that's really awkward in the past is when there are conflicting
100%.
motivations in a
Yeah.
crew,
Any
and nobody
chat
has a good
hero.
reason to give. So like I played a campaign a long time ago where Lily's character was like literally being driven by like a god of like murder and evil and shit, and my character was like a lawful good attempt, and we got into a lot of conflicts where like I had no reason to back down and she had no reason to back down, and it was like very, very impossible to resolve any of those
You're
conflicts.
just PvP'd her.
Yeah.
It ruins the like my first campaign that I DM'd ended like that because like it was a cleric and a paladin, and then one guy just wanted to play sort of like the evil wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point they were just like, well, it's kind of ruining the game because it makes no sense for our characters. to
Yeah,
help
and
this
that's
guy.
because at some point it works, but the working out is that, well, my character would just leave. Like, there's
Yeah,
no way
exactly,
that
yeah.
I would ever be in a party with these people. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So somebody has to give, and neither of us have reason to. So, yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
but like so, right?
100%.
I think if you're driving our motivation is to sort of you're genuinely interested in this quest. You know, you want to help
Restore
the
the
kingdom
family
and
memory.
restore your family name, right? Like Lucas's character is sort of indebted to you, and my character is kind of just wasting his life a little bit and is just
Maybe a
going
little
along with it
disillusioned. Yeah.
in like a duty to his like older brother.
Yeah, maybe
you're
we
like-
even
maybe
like
you're
make
like-
you come along, like
Yeah, like giving me
yeah.
shit, like, you know, you need to sort of sort yourself out, you need to stop drinking, and I'll pretend to stop drinking at first, or at least pretend to be
100%.
taking it seriously a little bit, but still kind of like fucking about a bit until at some point when maybe it's like a near-death experience or something else, something will happen and I'll change it up. I think that works, and I think it's a realistic setup if you, I'm an only child, but that kind of seems like typical kind of older, middle, younger sibling.
You would think that as an only child.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't actually know what I'm talking about.
But okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
So
And
what
as
are we
for
gonna do
parents-
when we run into an issue where, so and so has magic item that we need?
Yeah.
We try to barter with them. They won't give it to us. Like, do we have any ideas? Because stealing leads to killing. And saying no probably isn't an
Oh,
option.
wait. So okay. So then here's a quick question. I'm sorry, because you brought up stealing. So if my character is like concerned with restoring honor to the family name, oldest brother, whatever, why am I half rogue? Why am I multi-class as a rogue, like thief?
Okay, so a rogue doesn't have to be a thief, though. You know, it could be.
What am I sneaking around for? Then what's the?
Yeah, that is.
'Cause, yeah, it doesn't have to be a thief, but some kind of like.
Yeah, because you're gonna take like pick locks and
Yeah.
detect traps and stuff like that. Because you can imagine, like, I imagine like a noble kind of rogue might be someone like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
He's noble, or you mean noble like in class, not like in morality?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like he's not a common thief, but he's still kind of like underhand, and you know, he's definitely in it to improve his family's name, but he's also going about it in a less than that noble manner, I guess. Yeah, that is a good point.
Maybe
Something
all three of us are the children of the that queen lady almost, and then the one father, right? Yeah.
You could do something like, this is a newfound sense of, like, restoring honor. In your teens, you were, you know, the problem child. Hung around with the wrong crowd, stuff like that. And now you want to settle down, do, like, one big task to, like, restore your family honor and, like,
What about do you think Koiba would wait? Are we the McGarrys?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, right, so what if when you are coming of age, you're kind of like tutored by someone perhaps in the family, right? So I was, well, you're the oldest child, so what if you were like tutored by Uncle fucking whatever McGarry, who was like a deadbeat fucking like gambling addict and taught you a bunch of shady shit. And that's why they sent Lucas's character off to the church and my character off to wizard school, because the first kid that got trained by someone from the family turned out to like learn a bunch of underhand stuff.
Oh, sure. So dad has a brother. Why would the dad just relegate the kid's like early education to his brother?
Because he's like so in love with his wife. I don't know. Maybe he's just like not in it. Maybe he's just not about it.
Maybe it's like your cool uncle comes over and you want to go hang out with your cool uncle. So you and your uncle go do stuff. But unbeknownst to you, your uncle was not playing hide and seek with you. When you were hiding, he was fucking stealing from the place. Or he sent you over to talk to like some nobility and he swindled the thing.
Oh, sure. Wait, have you
Yeah.
seen The Wire?
Yes.
Do you remember when McNulty takes his kids out?
Oh, yeah, and he has him going through like the shopping center and like spying on
They do like
yeah.
tag and follow or whatever the fuck they
Yeah.
call it. Yeah, forward and follow or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Maybe, yeah. I wonder if it's possible that like we could say that like either McGarry is very sick or got sick, because like health scares like that are always good to like, oh shit, like I need to take shit seriously, like if my dad is.
I mean, yeah, you could also just look around and see like your friends are getting married and settling down in their manners and shit and becoming like the men of the household, and us three, no wives, no kids.
Yeah, you could have been trying to sort your life out for a while now, like waiting for an opportunity, struggling to find one, and now this is like falling into your lap, and you're taking it super seriously because this is like what you've been waiting for.
Maybe, okay. Yeah, okay, I think that works.
It's not like you have to go around announcing your class to people anyway, you know.
Announcing
I guess you class. I mean, like you do with cleric and wizard, but as a rogue, you're basically just a fighter that has some additional skills,
skill
right?
sets. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. I'm not gonna be like wearing like a fucking Robin Hood outfit or some stupid shit.
Yeah. So if that makes sense for our characters, but like maybe we need to talk about like you were saying, the family as well. Like, what is our mother and our father like? I kind of imagining that they just want a simple life.
Yeah, I don't think
we've
there's
met
any
our father,
like.
right?
What? Yeah, we live
In a
is that-
previous campaign.
Oh yeah, the McGarry
Um,
fuck. Yeah, he scammed the fuck out of us. Remember?
Yeah, he's a fucking scammer.
But is that our dad, or is that perhaps the uncle?
No. He didn't really scam us.
that's
Just
what
Koibu gave us an option at some point in a story for us to get. It was either 10,000 gold or 4 magical items. And these 4 magical items, Nick, you've never seen a worse deal in your entire life than these horrible magical items. If you had the option between 10,000 gold or 4 magical items, you're probably thinking those magical items are probably pretty good, right? Well, you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, you'd be wrong. The 4 items were: one was a 1-use scroll of fire protection. The other was 10 uses of a disappearing dust.
To be fair, that came in clutch.
What, the disappearing dust? Yeah, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And then the other was a shield of attraction. So the thing that, like, if you wear it, missiles,
Yeah.
like, get advantage on you and home in on you and shit. You can protect your party members. And then the final one was a bag of holding, which was probably the best item of all of them.
Bag of holding is pretty good. But like in Odam though, it was McGarry that got us the wizard to cast the memory wipe on the.
No,
Yeah,
that...
he was.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you went back for McGarry. You went back to McGarry. you
McGarry
went and
hooked
talked
us
to him.
up with a wizard, or like
Correct,
an
yes.
enchanter or whatever he called it that did that. But
Yeah,
that
I
wasn't
think
him.
that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy is like involved in stuff. At least.
100%.
But is that our father? Or is that, like,
100%.
perhaps our father's brother?
Oh no, that's our father for sure. The reason why he's involved is because of his position with like the family and being like the queen's husband or the ex.
Alright.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, from my experience, there's a danger you can overplan this kind of thing as well.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not trying to get like an exact detail in everything. I just want like roughly an understanding of like how we should be responding to certain situations, basically. That's the only reason why it makes sense to have some things like just understood. Yeah.
What about the question I posed earlier about the okay, so we have a magical item that we need. Let's say it's a ring of fire protection, and we just fucking need it.
Yeah, I mean, in general, we're just not gonna be like fucking stealing shit from people. We can't. We'll just have to forego it, and hope we
We'll
find
have to
another one.
Offer to do something for them. Like, what can we do for you to get this ring off you? There's got to be something we can do.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But if like worst comes to worst and it's always gonna be a no from them,
Then we just
we'll
have to
just move
forego
on.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. We could even like, I don't know, like later on in the campaign, you know, magic items can be made. So we could find an item that we need, and if we can't get it, at least we could maybe use it as.
Who's gonna be making? You?
Well, not me, probably.
Oh.
Well, I mean, potentially me.
Isn't that like a
Probably
level
not that-
13 thing or some shit?
It is, yeah. But there's like that. You ever hear like the wizard airship?
Yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah.
like super high level wizards up there that can make this kind of shit. So.
Well, who the fuck are
The issue
they
is
allegiant
getting
to?
them
What do
to
they
give a
do?
fuck.
Oh, they're
Just
like the
whatever.
Eagles in Lord of the Rings then?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
But if you have like one copy of a magic item, I imagine that it could be used to create another version of it quite easily. Because like the hard part, if you read the books on creating magic items, it's like research and how it's made.
Mhm.
But you know, if you've already got one, perhaps it makes it easier.
I think the issue is getting the person to give a fuck about it, right?
Well, I don't foresee that being too hard because the goal is that like our goal is noble, right? And it's a goal that affects everyone.
Well, wait. Are you talking about the wizards specifically? Or are you talking about just like random nobles or whatever?
The wizards.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I don't know if the wizards care about any of this, right?
Well,
They're
gold,
kind of like the elves in Lord of the Rings. I feel like
yeah,
it'll never affect them. They're on the fucking airship, dude.
true. No, that's true. But you know, kingdom's gonna.
But we could go get them something, right? Like someone probably wants a fucking unicorn horn for some random garbage.
Yeah.
And they're too lazy to go get it, so they're like, yeah, you go get me a unicorn horn and I'll get your item. Then we go do it and they're like, oh fuck, now I'm gonna make the item. Stuff like that.
The thing is, Neil
oh,
will
yeah.
play around us, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't
make it
think
clear
Neil will
that we're not
fuck
gonna
us
steal
hard.
from people.
Yeah.
for sure.
Where like every character we come over is like, I'm never parting with this. Go kill yourself. It's like, oh well, okay.
No, but I definitely do think that he will do that like once, probably.
Yeah, probably. That's fine then.
He
Which
will,
is
and we'll just,
fair,
if we stick by our guns, though, I think we'll be,
Yeah.
we'll be good.
Okay, so we're not killing, and we're not stealing from nobility.
Or worst case scenario, we can spend like 3 or 4 sessions learning how to sail. Because I happen to know of a secret part in Koibu's world where there's a fuck ton of magical items.
Yeah, true. I even know of a cave that has like 16 of them by itself.
What do you mean?
The Empires of Arcadia campaign.
Oh, right. Just sail over there. Aren't you guys
Is
all
that-
at level 15 or some shit now?
We're like level
Like 8 or
8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
But it's,
Is that dead?
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
It's been drama in the D&D world this last week.
There's been so much drama. Holy shit, dude. We've lost 2 DMs. Did the other guy quit? I don't even know. And then the
Who's the other
roleplay people are... I thought, who else was like under fire recently?
It was JP, wasn't it? It's
Oh,
JP.
yeah. Oh, never mind. Not like a DM person. The one kobold guy or whatever, that guy's done forever.
He's gone.
Yeah, he just left the internet.
Kobold, Adam Kobold. Yeah. The funny thing is about, I used to like watch their first campaigns when they first started working with Adam. He was like the most like woke, sort of like cringy woke person with like, you know, like a pink sort of mohawk and like just being like ultra woke. And this was like 6 or 7 years ago. And it's kind of crazy to see him get wrapped up in something like that.
Yeah.
Sounds
Wait, did you ever see what happened? Do you have an opinion or anything about it?
I haven't watched the actual session. I spoke to Neil about it, and I watched the girl
Oh,
who
but-
happened to her video.
Oh, but you didn't see it actually happening in the session?
No, but Neil explained it to me pretty in depth.
Oh, I feel like you should watch it. I'm just curious at some point. It's like probably like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, sure, I'll watch it. Why? What do you think?
I thought it was like kind of cringy. Like I don't think I would ever do that if I was doing a campaign. It just seems like a bad idea. But I also feel like it was I feel like it was way overblown.
It sounds slightly overblown. To me, but-
Like the most surprising part of it to me. This might sound like very like victim blamey, but like when you actually watch what happened in the thing, like at some point her character expresses discomfort with it, and then they have a quick out of character conversation about it, where she seems to be like playing into it, and then he makes the NPC, Adam makes the NPC back away from the girl's character, and then her character reapproaches him and like gets physically close to him again, and then that's when it gets weird again. And it was so weird. Like I totally empathize with Adam there, where like I would have gotten mixed signals like, oh okay, I guess she understands like what's happening. Like I think you should watch it. I'm super curious. Like it was definitely kind of weird, and he probably shouldn't have, but I would have never expected it to get the reaction that it did. This sounds shitty to say, but it almost feels like even she didn't care that much, but then when other people started to make a big deal about it, she felt like she needed to make a big deal about it.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to imagine why you would be that bothered. And I say that, and I wonder if that's some sort of like.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So without stumbling into that, so the reason why somebody would be bothered, especially a girl player, is that like a lot of times you run into scenarios when you're playing these kinds of games where like DMs will try to like have sex with you through your character, and it gets like really fucking weird. Where there might be some guy that wants to do sexual things with you, but like if he can fuck your D&D character, it's like the next best thing. So that's like the reson why, yeah, people are like kind of weirded out about
okay.
it.
I guess I can believe that. It's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up. Yeah, I don't know, because like I'm trying. When I was reading about that, I was trying to imagine like a role-playing scenario that would make me feel violated, and I couldn't think of one really.
Yeah. The problem is that like in D&D the role playing thing is kind of like real life when it comes to sexual shit, right? Like if somebody wants to like get off talking to you, like having a sexual conversation, like whether they're talking to you or like a character in a game, it's kind of sort of the same thing. So like yeah. So that's like the weird added level of.
It's definitely fucking odd though. Like Adam, it just sounds like a weird storyline to pursue.
Yeah, especially when you've like if you've built a reputation for being like a super ultra woke person, it's probably a good idea to stay away from stuff like that without being like ultra fucking clear in advance about what's going on.
Cancel culture, man, crazy.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, but then there's like the whole. See, the thing with JP and Caitlyn sounds a lot more insidious than what happened with Adam.
What do you mean by that?
Know what happened. I don't really know what happened, but it sounds at least like it was some sort of real life kind of threat of legal action and maybe some abuse of power on JP's part towards her. But I'm probably speaking out of turn since I don't actually know fuck all about what happened.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, I did kind of feel sorry for Adam, but you know, what are you gonna do? I don't have too much sympathy for them because they kind of all fucked over Neil. So.
True. That's business. Yeah.
I mean, like at the end of the day, roleplay was like it wouldn't have happened without Neil, and he got nothing out of it. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, people, or I guess you have a real life job, you don't have to worry about it as much, but people in this world will fuck you over at any opportunity if they think they can get something from it. And anybody that's friends with you, I would, yeah, 100%. It's shameless. And people will take advantage of whoever they can or throw anybody under the bus if they think they can get ahead for it. And like a lot of the friendships and everything you see formed in this world are a lot of the times revolving around like who has the most viewers at any given moment in time and who can get you the most viewers and shit. Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised by that because in reality it kind of makes perfect sense. But
it's pretty sad.
Because, you know, if you're not dealing with people face to face, it's going to be easier to kind of like fuck them over. But I just never would have thought it. I never sort of thought of it like that. But I guess it makes sense. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt sorry for Neil when all that happened. I mean, this is before I even knew him.
Yeah, it's really sad. You have to be super careful because if you're not in position to do things right. The problem is that, like, because you become friends with all these people, you kind of, like this guy wouldn't actually, like, ultra fuck me over, right? Like, that would be such a horrible thing to do, but people will. If they have the opportunity to, they will actually ultra fuck you over. And it seems impossible, but, you know, they do it.
Crazy.
No.
People try to fuck you over.
A little bit. Yeah.
Every time.
You know what happens. It's all part of the game, I guess.
How long have you been doing this now, right? Since StarCraft 2 came out, that's like a long
almost 11 years now, yeah.
Damn, 11
Seen
years.
it all.
Yeah, it's just after I graduated uni. You've been doing it as long as I've been working in a real job.
What? What do you mean in a real job? The fuck do you mean by that?
Sorry, you know.
Wait, what do you do again? Like a risk?
Didn't you describe it as a real job a minute ago?
Yeah. A risk
analyst?
Investment consultant. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're the same age, so I graduated just before StarCraft 2 came out. I think I watched one of your first streams actually.
Nice.
Five Roach Rush, I seem to remember.
Holy shit, that was way long ago, yeah.
Because I'd read there was some thread on Team Liquid about it, and I've been trying to do it myself, and it wasn't really working for me. Then I saw somebody streaming it, I thought, oh, I'll watch this guy do it.
Nice.
Yeah, funny.
Okay. Well, I think we're good here in terms of like story and everything. I might, I know you're gonna hate me, but we might push it back 1 week. I'm just waiting on the rest of everything to like roll in terms of art and music. I think I have all the music tracks except for like 1 or 2 that I'm waiting for.
I listened to some of the music. It sounded fucking sweet, actually.
Yeah, I super lucked out. I don't understand how. The guy is like really, really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
thought
worth
about-
delaying a week to get everything in place, right? To make it proper.
Yeah, I kind of want to just because we're like, if I am running the Patreon, like I want to make sure like every product is like really polished and everything.
Have you thought about polling the patrons to see what they'd want?
I could, I guess.
Do you not think that you should put more? Like, I don't really know how Patreon works, but there seems to be like a limited number of people who can give 25 and 100, and they're fully maxed out, right? Like,
Yeah,
why
I
not
just
increase
feel,
it?
it feels a little, I don't know. I might increase it later. It feels a little, it's a lot of money.
Because you don't feel like there's enough stuff to spend the money on.
Well, it feels like I don't know. We'll see. I just have to balance out like how I personally feel. The two things that I have to balance is how do I feel like Koibu's compensation is, how do I feel like my relationship with you guys are, and then how do I feel like the product that I'm offering to the subscribers are. So one, if I was making like, I'm going to use hugely inflated numbers. If I was making $20,000 an episode, it would feel weird to pay Koibu like 400 an episode. Like I just don't know like how I feel about that.
I agree.
And then also if I'm making like 20,000 an episode, if like I have you guys here in the background that are part of the only reason why it works, that also feels kind of weird. And then also like if I've got a ton of people subbing and I'm just doing like normal D&D episodes, like if I have a boring episode or whatever, I'll feel like kind of shit. It's like, wow, I just cashed, like $1,000 for this episode and we didn't really do fuck all. Like, yeah, so I'm trying to balance out like the money that I'm earning per episode versus like what I think my expectations should be for an episode, and then managing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just stuff to think about. We'll see.
I guess you just you'd have to think about how you could improve the offering. I don't know what that would be, but
Yeah, I could only think of like stretch goals pretty much from now. Everything else is like,
Yeah, it's pretty easy to dump money into stuff though.
100%.
Yeah. Because Like animation and art is stuff that you can spend infinite amounts of money on and get
forever.
infinite returns on, because animation is so expensive that if I want people to animate episodes, I could theoretically pay, like a small studio or a small team of people like $15,000 or something for like an animated, like a really cool fight sequence to get something cool out of that, hopefully.
I guess you already have video editors, but I don't know if I think Critical Role might do this, but I'm not actually sure.
Mhm.
But like I've got a lot of friends that I like talk to about,
100%.
and they'd be interested in sort of like watching the D&D stuff that I do, but I can't really be fucked watching like 160 hours to get caught up.
Yeah.
If you could get somebody to edit like some of the episodes down to like say a 20-minute video, maybe a mix of clips from the video and also like voiceover explaining like bits that maybe you can't be cut
I
down
think
into clips.
Oh, like a
big
D&D
thing-
recap at the start of every episode last time. Like
Yeah,
Either
yeah.
that or at the end of like big arcs, like getting like a 20-minute video
100%.
like running down what happened
Daniel.
in this like arc.
Yeah.
So maybe like a 30-minute episode or like 30-minute video like recapping what happened in season 1 of like Known Tomes and Catacombs before season 2 happened would have been useful for people. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Because how many people get turned off because there's like, oh well, there's too much gone and I can't be bothered watching.
A
That's the
lot.
reason
I
I won't
see
watch
that
Crit
actually a
Roll.
lot
Yeah.
on Koibu's subreddit too, where people are like, is it worth watching this? Like, I want to watch Dicing with Death, but I don't know about this campaign or blah blah blah. And yeah, people get kind of lost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so something
100%.
like that I think would be good. And I don't know how much stuff like that costs, but to edit a few videos down, like you must already be paying people to do that kind of thing, right? It can't be that expensive. I don't actually know. So correct me if I'm wrong.
we'll find out.
Because each episode is 4 hours, so 10
Yeah.
episodes,
The thing
40
is, people
hours
have to
should be
actually
good
like
to
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Oh,
Alright,
something.
well,
Oh yeah, you can leave. Yeah, you're good. We're done.
no,
with
no,
you.
no. Go ahead. I've got time.
Oh no, this is for the people in chat. I worked at last night all night on the fucking Patreon. Okay, I made 5 different posts on the Patreon. If you are subbed at any tier, you should be able to respond to those posts to the prompt. So I'm either asking you like what name you want in the credits or your back screen or whatever. You guys should be able to see that now, and you should be able to write a response in there. Yeah.
So how is the tiers working now for Knight and Baron? Is it you have to be subscribed to have the thing?
I said you have to be in
or-
there for 2 episodes to get something in, is what I wrote.
Okay, let me reread these because I didn't think I saw that.
It should be in there unless I forgot it.
I don't think it's in there. I could be blind.
For the Barons, at the very end, you need to be subbed for at least 2 episodes for these to be used. For the suggested names.
Oh wait, where at? Oh, because I guess I can't see it.
You're not
I'm not
that
a-
tier, loser.
I guess, but shouldn't you tell people that like in the before they subscribe to that tier, right?
Fuck them.
Like
But-
I can. Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, can't you just fix it and just say like Baron tier, 2 episodes for these benefits, at the very end of it.
Yeah, I can add that to the thing. I have to
Okay,
find
that
it.
for that and the night probably.
Yeah.
Why not just like these are flares, right? I mean, tell me
Yeah.
why you haven't just made it so that you only get the flare if you are currently a patron. It seems like that would be the way to do it now.
That would also probably be fine. It'd be more sellouty, but that'd be Steven's call.
You think that's more sellouty? How come?
Because it's $100 per episode, so if you want to keep the flare for a year, you're spending.
But is the point of it not that you're supporting the show though? Is that not the point of the flare?
I
I don't know.
guess, yeah. But you'd be spending $4,800 a year to have the flare.
Oh, it's a lot of money. I mean, I don't know why someone would pay that much.
Yeah.
People are probably mad at me now. I didn't realize we were streaming. I'm not trying to screw you out of your flares, guys. Don't worry.
No, wait, you didn't realize we were streaming?
I didn't, but so it's no
Oh
big
shit! Holy fuck!
We have to tell him because
I
he
thought I
he doesn't
did. Oh
know.
yeah, fuck my bad. I keep forgetting you're like a normal human being.
deal. That's funny, yeah. I guess everyone you speak to is a streamer, or at least is part of the world.
Say something shows your flare. This is the Baron flare.
Where are you showing it?
Destiny.gg.
There's like a chat there that we use.
Somebody warned me about going in there once.
Yeah.
True.
Maybe,
Yeah, stick away from them.
maybe they thought I was Devin. I don't know. Where do I see it? I'm on Destiny.gg. Where do
I'll
I
type
see
it
the
again.
chat?
Did you go? You're in the chat area or no?
No, I don't know. Where is the chat area?
You have to go. It's destiny.gg/embed/chat. Is
Aha.
I typed hello, Nick.
I see it. Okay, nice.
It's like a little rotating dice. The Baron one's animated. The other ones are static.
How come you get it? Do I get one?
I can give you one later. Yeah. I'm showing everybody. I usually have it on me just to show everybody what it is, so
Holy
people
shit,
know what the
look at all
fuck they're
these
getting.
people. Holy fuck. Mom, I'm famous.
Don't delay the episode, Steven. I want to play fucking D&D.
I'm not gonna do like a shitty half thrown together
know.
first one. Just calm down, okay? It's okay.
Pull the
Wait, you can
paper,
actually pay for. You can buy. I'm getting emails. You can buy COVID-19 antibody tests. Is this really
Hey,
only like a 50% detection rate? Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
I didn't realize you guys can just buy antibody tests now.
Yeah, I'm getting
100%.
emails. Yeah, 100% you can.
Vlatur slugs, Steny.
Wow. Which state do you live in, Steven?
California right now.
Nice. Well, if somebody has my username, what the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Wait, really?
Yeah, who would
I
pick
can
green
fix that
tech?
for you.
Unless it's me and I made it a while ago, I don't know.
Just make a different account, and then I'll give you that name.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Is it AG Greenzerg?
No, I just don't have green zerg.
If
I'll
I
put green.
if I take this test and I'm positive for the antibodies, I can just wade through the masses like an invincible god, right? Because I can't get sick again.
Is that confirmed? I'm not sure that that's confirmed.
Well, it's assumed, I think. I don't.
I
They
think it's
haven't
assumed.
heard anything otherwise, but fuck, I kind of want to do this now. I wonder what the. Make sure you found out the false positive rate. I don't know what it is. I have antibodies. Let me give you my blood. I don't think it works that way.
Okay. My name's Malachi. Lucas, change it to green zerg.
Alright, let me see if I can change it.
Why do you want this? It would just be nice for me to know. So when I go and like meet people and shit, I don't have to worry about getting sick again or anything like that. Chinese study, antibodies in COVID-19 patients fade quickly. Apparently the researchers for this study did a really bad job. The takeaway from this, or maybe it wasn't the researchers, but the journalist takeaway is really, really, really bad. I don't know medical shit, so I can't like speak specifically, but like, so this thing says that the antibodies in COVID-19 patients fade very quickly, that they drop 70%, but the type of antibodies that drop don't necessarily mean you lose any immunity whatsoever. That takeaway is not correct. Yeah. You after the antibody test. Exactly.
Scene put this stupid fucking shit in, where if your username's too similar to an emote, which Greenzerg is nowhere near similar
Yeah,
to
when it
Rug,
was originally in, it was
It's
really
so
good.
dumb.
When it was originally in, because it had very high specificity, but then it broadened super hard so that if you use like the first letter of a name.
of any fucking emote,
Yeah.
it's like nuts.
Yeah, but back when he had it a long time before, one, there were way less emotes, and
Yeah.
two, it was more specific. I think it wasn't just like the first letter.
All right, well, don't worry about it. I can be Malachi.
Yeah, I'll
That's
fix it one
fine.
day.
This is anecdotal, of course, but I've talked to nurse managers that say nurses have gotten it multiple times. Press X to doubt. I would wait for like actual studies or research to come out and say that. Because I don't think it's been confirmed at all that people have gotten it multiple times. I don't think anybody has come out and
Yeah,
verified that.
I haven't heard that either. I've heard it like, I think there was like one case in South Korea where they said that somebody had had it multiple times.
That
but
in
it was-
South Korea, they'd reported it initially, but then when they went back and checked, it was probably just people that either didn't really have it the first time or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
We're only just allowed to
100%.
have other people in our houses from 4th of July.
That's what we call not freedom.
I hear this argument all the time, by the way, that in England we don't really have free speech.
I mean, to be fair, your libel laws and your like hate speech laws are pretty crazy compared to the
Are
U.S.
they though? Are
Yes, yeah, they are.
they though? What? 'Cause that guy getting his dog to do a Nazi salute.
Yeah, you got fined for that? Are you fucking kidding me? That's
It's like
cr
300 quid, though. You're making a fucking Nazi
that's still
salute to my dog.
crazy. I can teach my dog to make a fucking Nazi salute without getting fucking killed by your government? That's insane. Fuck that shit.
Killed.
Yeah,
You mean
killed
fucked.
with fines, okay?
Okay, yeah.
That's weird, okay? Also, apparently your libel laws make it really fucking easy to sue somebody for defamation.
I don't know about that.
Like, all you have to do is, like, all you basically have to do, I think, is demonstrate that somebody wrote something about you that was false, and then you can sue them for libel. It's ridiculous.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck that shit.
Nah, man. You try living in a real country. Beans on your toast. Yeah, man. That is kind of fun. I'm not a big fan of baked beans. Let's be honest.
Wait,
American
really?
beans are much better. Yeah.
Wait, what are American beans? What does that mean?
Well, we call baked beans as like Heinz baked beans, like with this like super sweet tomato sauce. But
Yeah, I don't like sweet
have,
beans
like-
like that.
yeah, yeah. You guys have like, you call baked beans like what you get with like barbecue, right?
Yeah.
That's the shit. That's awesome.
What do you? I'm so sorry for. I see posts sometimes about
100%.
bonger food. It
Bruh.
makes me worried.
Man, I tell you what, you've got. I've heard some of your food takes, Theo. And I'm not.
No one. I'm sorry. You can invoke my food taste all you want, but no one here is gonna come out and defend bonger food. Okay? Don't even try. Don't even try.
What about their breakfast?
Yeah, the
Great
breakfast is
food,
good.
really good.
We
Yeah,
jack
great
that
food.
shit in America hard.
American food is pretty good though. And to be fair, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's why we're all so fucking fat.
100%.
Yeah, true.
Are you doing the wall of flesh today or not?
Maybe I'm building my bridge. We'll see. I'm trying to think. I might go out to dinner tonight. I'm trying to think if I want to or not. How much I care about
Go
video
out to
games.
dinner.
Well, you don't have Empire's Arcadia tomorrow, so.
Do we not? Oh, maybe not.
Well, do you?
I don't know. They're still
I
arguing
would
over.
doubt you do.
Oh no, I'm positive we don't tomorrow. They're trying to figure out another date for it, I guess.
Is Devin coming?
I don't know what's happening. I don't think he's told anyone in the group that he's planning on quitting. Because he's just talking like trying to find a different schedule.
Oh, I don't know. He
I can't believe he's
That
so mad.
Twitch video. Yeah.
It's funny that like it feels like Quibi made so many concessions to his character, and it still wasn't enough, I guess.
To be, I guess, fair to him, the time slot is fucking garbage for literally everybody but Trump.
Trump, yeah. Oh my god.
Scissorin has an
Like sleeps and
unprecedented
wakes up.
right to bitch,
Mhm.
like so hard. Yeah. Mister, what happened with Devin? I don't know. There was some thing on his stream where I think he said he's probably quitting Empire.
No. He said he's actively looking to quit. He's actively looking for a replacement or something because he wants to be done. Yeah.
I did see that. Seemed like a weird thing to say. Somebody said, "What's my opinion?" I don't know why that would matter, but I don't know. He seemed alright. I liked him in Gnomes, Thames and Catacombs. But
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
he seemed to take everything a little bit too seriously, and like how much he was like upset about chat.
Oh yeah, shit. If his character was gonna die, it was not a good day for.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck if your character dies, right?
No, we actually super can't die in this campaign.
Well,
okay?
true. Yeah, I guess.
We won't die, don't worry.
I think we'll
Be
be
careful.
Yeah.
I genuinely just, I think I mentioned this before though, but if you don't argue with Neil on every point, he's more likely to give you a break when.
Oh yeah, of
Shit.
course. Yeah, I don't lawyer every single thing, but like find an important
Seems
thing.
like lawyering everything worked.
Well, depending. Yeah.
So many times when my characters almost died, I got like another dice roll to try and save me.
Uh huh.
And I was speaking to Neil when I was in California at the start of the year, when we were drunk, and I asked him if he did that because I don't fucking argue every single point, and he said yes.
Scandalous.
So I believe.
I'll argue like a little bit if I think something's bullshit, but if it seems like Neil is not gonna make a concession, I'm not gonna like
Yeah,
bitch
don't
about
push
it or
forever,
be a
eh?
baby about it.
I think the most important thing is to just like say ahead of time what it is exactly that you're trying to do. So like if I walk into a cave and I'm like, like in a Koibu campaign, I'll never walk into a cave and be like, I search for traps. Like usually what I'll say is like, Koibu, like I'm very specifically trying to see if there's like a monster like hidden beneath the dirt or something. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like something like that. Like I feel like if you're a little bit more specific, it usually helps rather than being like, oh, I want to go in the cave and do a perception check on everything.
No, yeah. One thing we did in my other campaign was, I think one of us fell into like a pit trap. So the rest of the campaign, we always, if we were in a cave, we just started like poking the ground like ahead of us with our like stabs. Still
a
poking,
classic
Koibu.
D&D.
Still poking. Yep, you got it. All right, good.
That's a classic D&D strategy, to be honest. Yeah, this is actually, since we're talking about Devin, he said something like when he played D&D in the past, he just kind of like, just be like, okay, well I roll an Arcana check, or I roll a...
Well, like, one of the things that's annoying is it feels like what he wants to do sometimes is he wants, like, to be able to just roll to solve, basically. Like, oh, like, so we come against a puzzle, and he's like, okay, well, my character should know the solution to this. Can I roll, like, a history check to know the answer, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't how Neil runs his games. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's a perfectly fine way to play D&D, but I don't think that's how Neil plays.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It seems kind of shitty to me, because you're basically trying to, like, roll... Like, the only reason you roll in D&D is because it's not real life, right? So we can't truly know the outcome of an event like that, right? But, like, there are some things you can do, like puzzle solving or problem solving. So, like, these are things that you probably shouldn't be rolling for, right?
Yeah, or if, like, say you want to roll, like, a persuade check. You can't just be like, well, I roll a persuade check. You've kind of got to, like, try and play out the persuade. And then if the DM thinks that you've done a good enough job, then
Give you advantage on the roll or something, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually something I learned with Koibu early on. Is like I would try to like do something like, and he'd be like, okay, well like how are you gonna do that? And then I'd have to fucking explain it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the deal here, right? You're just playing Terraria, Lucas. Are you just in for the ride? You're just chatting.
Yeah.
Well,
He's like, we call him an orbiter.
Yeah, the original.
He's just waiting for me to finish so he can go live and steal all my viewers.
Not true.
That's pretty smart.
I don't ever stream after you for the most part. I usually
No, because you go to bed at like 6 p.m. every night.
That's right. It's because I'm on a boomer sleep schedule.
Do you actually go to bed at 6 p.m.?
No, I go to bed at like 10 to 12 p.m. and I usually fall asleep at like 1 a.m. and then wake up at 7 a.m.
See, I've never been. I just fall asleep like within about 5 minutes of going to bed.
I could do that if I didn't have my phone or my computer in the bed, but.
All right. Well, I don't want to orbit too much, so
Okay,
I'll go and do something else.
What how many campaigns are you in at the moment for D&D?
Just one right now. Well, I've got one that I'm running myself back at home, and I think that we're going to be doing a new one with the Frofro cast at some point soon, but I don't know exactly when that'll be starting. So I think I'll be in 2 games.
When you say just one, do you mean the one that we're like talking about right now, or are you in like another one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
See you guys.
All right, have fun. Be careful, bud.
Bye bye.
Yeah, man. See you later. Good chatting with you.
Yep, have fun.
Au revoir.
What a cringe lord that guy is.
He's still here.
Fuck.
You're so dumb.
He's probably smoking cigarettes right now.
He might have just took his headset off because he's a boomer.
This should hang it up, right? I put it down on my desk. It's like hanging up a phone. Wait, he's my age. We're not that much of a boomer, you fucking zoomer fuck.
Watching you do the Patreon was like watching a boomer. So.
The Patreon interface is shit, fuck you.